brilliant, the male orgasm. Shell theory says that the rigid body from which we are constructed is an infinite series of inverting surfaces. A single surface in infinite layers from the outside to the inside is a huge surface, but nonetheless a single surface inside a sphere. It's turning inside out, inside out. So its strength is the motion of these surfaces. Each surface is moving from the inside of the surface, is rotating to the outside of the surface. And it's all doing that. And that all adds up, and it takes a time. And that's the strength of a material. The time it takes the surfaces to invert. And it's the geometry of that inversion that gives us the quality of the material. The shape. The two-dimensional, three-dimensional shapes that are created. Now, the quality of our sperm, where's that to come from? Celibacy is so important for the human species, and control of orgasm for the male. You don't sow that seed unless it's really important, unless it's really worth the sowing, because you are diminished in the act of sowing the seed. If the seed is sown, because of the surface inversion, do you see what an orgasm feels so good? It's like a ripping sensation, like a tearing sensation there, ripped from your body. Because the surface is inverting, you're forcing an inversion. You force some of your energy into your cum. And so you're depleted. Your platform is now lessened in the act of sowing. Now, if you can sow the seed and it fertilizes an egg, you are energized. The opposite occurs. When the sperm enters the egg, there's a flash of light. It's a geosonic effect. When a bubble bursts with sound wave in a water, there's a flash of light. Science doesn't know why. It's because the nuclear force is there. So that flash of light, you experience it. That sperm is you. It's connected to you. It's actually your life, your light. You see the light, and you are energized by the experience. So the alpha male rises in conceiving of a child. So you see, simply, suddenly a society in which the males control their orgasm because it's their strength. If they go around sowing their seeds, it weakens them, and in weakening them, it weakens us. It weakens our blood. So we share a common blood. Viscosity, the Reynolds number of our blood, is common, and it's affected by the behaviour of the species overall. So as we all behave correctly, so all go celibate now for a month, everyone, and then we'll set the pattern for the planet where women ovulate together. There's a season of cycles, monthly 13 cycles will appear, and we will drive the planet to its proper calendar, 13 months, 28 days, 364 days a year, a bit faster. Gravity will reduce, our blood viscosity will increase. So from 616 is the Reynolds number now, we'll get to 666. That's what our Reynolds number should be, a slightly thinner viscosity of our plasma, of our blood, because the plasma is the light, and we share the light. So this is the move. You happy? You ready? I believe it's today, 3rd of December, 2024. Control of the male orgasm is control of a society. Control of the male orgasm and understanding that God exists, and that Christ is the Messiah. Christ is the Messiah provably, and therefore the religions that preach anything that is not Christ are satanic and are finished. They will excise all the satanic verses from their Torah and from the Quran. All of them will be excised, and you'll reassemble your books, and you'll find the number of words will be exactly right once you've excised it correctly. It's an exercise to be done. Christ is the Messiah. God does exist. We all control our orgasms. We come now culturally to our gods without an interlocutor. We don't need one. We have access to God directly. There's an education system which will bring you there. Once you've gained your BEng, BEng 0, basic training. BEng 1, specialist. BEng 2, journey to enlightenment. BEng 220, there can be only one. That's my title. You challenge me for a BEng 220. If I say yes, then you take over. Take over the planet. Smarter than me. And I'm looking forward to that. I want to retire. So right now, I can set the planet up for you. Running so sweetly that we'll break out of our shell. Our consciousness will jump to the next level and we'll be in the Star Trek world that's hidden from us. That exists right now. A whole world of technology exists. We're kept in a prison and we're breaking out. All we got to do, gentlemen. Yeah? We'll come together at the party. We'll all have sex together at the right moment with our loyal legal partners, if we have one. If we don't, we won't be having sex. Yeah, I've got the system worked out for us. Then homosexuality is fine. There's a system too to allow same-sex relationships perfectly happily, loyal and legal relationships, but they are recognised that they are a secondary function of society. The purpose of society is the male-female coupling, happy. In order to allow that to happen, we must allow some degree of sexual freedom and experimentation, and therefore a partner of the opposite sex is also allowed within a relationship. But that's it. You can have two partners, but they're different sexes. Okay. How's that? Easy. Looking forward to the party? I think it might be today. There's a story unfolding today that you won't believe. When we tell the film, when we make the film, you'll go, that can't have happened. That can't really have just happened. Follow the Rebel King. Start today.